Okay, good. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is messages. Oh, I'm so sorry. For collective. Man, I can't find my damn oracle cards. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Kayla. I'm so happy that you're here for, here they are. This all 12 signs reading. This is a happy New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Whenever you see this type of new energy, I'm so excited. You guys, I've been called to do this reading, and I just know that whoever needs to see it is going to see it, and that's what it is. I just have to know. But this is going to be a reading about what we can do to make 2025 our best year. What energy can we work on? We're going to do Oracle and Tarot. And you know what's crazy? Like, somebody recently commented that nobody wants to hear about anything spiritual, that everybody wants to only hear about love. And I was like, you know, for a minute I bought it. I actually did. I bought it and I was like, man, okay, so I won't do my spiritual stuff because, yeah, no one wants to hear that shit. And then today was like the strongest energy that I have felt in a really long time. And it was like, no, fuck that. People want to hear it. You're going to do it. Do what you want to do. And don't let anybody stop you. So I'm not going to let that person stop me or those people. And I'm going to do this anyway. All 12 signs will be timestamped in the comments below. If you would like a personal reading, that information is in the description box below. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please comment, interact, please. All of these things help me get somewhere. And all of these things help us as a family get somewhere. Because I'm not just here for me, you guys. I want us to be like a collective movement of like just evolution, baby. I'm feeling like that. I don't know what's going on tonight, but y'all will see what I'm talking about. What's up, Star Lover? I am in a flow tonight. So we're going to get started with Aries. Let me pop off here with this. Oh, my Lord. Y'all don't know. It's been an intense day. Intense freaking day. Okay. All right. So let's find out. Happy New Year's Eve. Okay, for Aries. First thing we're going to do, Aries, is we're going to find out what energy. We're going to get an oracle card, finding out what energy, what can you work on to help 2025 be the year for you, the absolute year. Okay. That's what we're looking at. So for Aries, please, give me the energy Aries needs to work on. And this makes so much fucking sense. I swear to God, for an Aries, this makes so much sense. Be still. This is talking about, it says, cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. What's up, Val? This is cultivate what is it? What did it say? Cultivate a space of stillness and silence just to be. That makes so much sense for Aries. Why? Because Aries is like all over the place with so much fire energy. Okay. Aries is like what I would call the baby of the zodiac. And because they're fire, they're just like it's like a terrible twos. Guys, I don't care if you're mad at me for this. I'm telling you, Aries, it can be sometimes like terrible twos, okay? I love you guys. I'm only saying it for your highest and best good. What's up, Sue? All right, so Aries, to be still. So let's find out if Spirit can give us a little more information on this beautiful New Year's Eve. Yesterday was a new moon. That's exciting. That means we're starting new things. New year, new moon, new... Ooh, oh my God, the energy is like so fire right now. Okay, tell me what Aries can do to cultivate a space of stillness, please. How can they make 2025 their absolute best year ever? What can Aries work on to create the best of the best year of their life? You know what? When I get the, well, okay. When I get the be still, and then right after that, the first card out of the tarot is the 10 of Cups. And then we have Temperance. This is like, oh almost a sense of be still and know that you already are happiness. This is going to be a super spiritual, all 12 signs. So if you guys aren't down, check out now. This is going to be one of those that you don't need to learn it. Well, maybe it is. It's saying, it's talking about the Hierophant. You're not realizing something. In the reverse, you're not realizing something. There's a need to learn that you already have and embody every single possible thing that you could possibly need to be happy, to be still, to just be. You embody. It's like, I feel like the 10 of Cups is the goal, but because Aries is so like all over the place, the Temperance card is needed here, because it's like, wait, slow down. It's okay to slow down. Temperance is like the perfect card to go with this be still, because it's literally it's like the same thing. Patience. Just chill. Aries gets so worked up so quickly and so easily. And I feel like this is definitely like kind of the perfect read. Yeah, it's like if you keep creating tower moment after tower moment, and you can avoid, if you just calm down and chill out, you can avoid a tower moment. You don't have to live another tower moment. You literally are the creator here. Be still and know that I am. That's what it's talking about. Just be, just know that you are. You just are. Hanged Man. Again, it's like a pause. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Let's fix it. Let's just be. Like, there isn't a way, like, okay, fixing it is not the right word. I think I should, or phrase, I should take that back. It's not about fixing it. It's like realizing it's not broken. That's where it's at. Realizing it's not broken. The fact that you already know everything. It's saying, calm down. You don't need to know anything else. You already know what you need to know. Now it's just a matter of quit going into flames. Okay. Quit being the terrible twos. You see, I think that might be one of Aries, like as an Aries person, maybe a part of your life path is to try to like chill, be still. I feel like it would be very difficult for an Aries because they're so fiery and they just want to go, go, go. They're like very spur of the moment. Let's just jump into this. Screw it. We got it. We got this. We got this. That shit will buff out. It's fine. That's Aries. Like they just like, just go for it. Excuse me. And there's everything in you to be able to do that. That's like the lesson here, but you haven't learned it yet. I guess you haven't learned it. And because the tower moment is in reverse, it could say because you haven't learned it, that you are avoiding a tower. And why is that a problem? A tower is change. A tower is a structure coming apart, a weak structure falling apart so that a strong one can be built up after it, right? So you break, it's like an old house and all the floorboards are rotted. You knock all that shit out. Some people just bulldoze the whole house and start again. But this is saying break down what needs to be broken down. If it's just part of the floor, say the floors in the kitchen and the bathroom, well, like the tower moment in the upright is saying we're breaking out the floors in the kitchen and the bathroom so you can rebuild. But because we're getting it in reverse, it's saying if you were to get that would be your change. Now so what you have to work on is knowing that be still and know that you are. Be still and know that I am, that all happiness lies within myself, that I just need to be patient and wait. It's like being open to whatever happens, rolling with the tide kind of energy. Just here we are. And we're not stressing about it because we're feeling enlightened, because we know that we need the tower. The tower is like a beautiful lesson that is needed. The tower is the shakeup that makes your world, that literally you look back on it and you go, man, if that hadn't happened, I would have never come to this place here. And I'm so grateful I'm in this place here. That's what this is avoiding. If you're not willing to just sit and chill and not try, it's like always trying to go above and beyond or feeling like that happiness is outside of yourself when Aries, it's not outside of yourself. So your new year energy, what Spirit is advising is to just be still. You need a place where you can be still. It's almost like you need to start to do yoga. If you want this change, you don't need to do anything. You could do anything you want. But if you would like a change in energy, then to be still, Aries, that would be the key for you. The key lesson in 2025 is learning how to just be and not try to come in like a bat out of hell into everything. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Like a bat out of hell. Like Aries comes in like a bat out of hell. Okay. They always do. They come in like, I call Aries a tornado. They really are. They come in, they flip your life upside down, and then they come out and they go, wait, what? Why are you upset? What? I mean, I just came to say hi. Like, what? And it's not like you do it on purpose. It's just your energy, but that can be very overwhelming, and also can be overwhelming for yourself. It's not just for other people. It's like you can avoid or miss the signs or the synchronicities when you're too busy running around doing stuff, running around being Aries, like just jumping all over the place. Like, calm down, center, listen, be still, and know that you are, and you will find the answers. 2025, if you can just be still, you can listen, and then you will find exactly what you're looking for 2025. That's your energy for 2025. That's the way you can make it the best year ever. Be still and know that I am. It's going to be Aries tag for the next year, 2025. Be still and know that I am. Hell yeah. All right, so let's go to Taurus at 11. We'll go 45. Okay, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Let's find out for Taurus. What can Taurus do to make 2025 the year of a lifetime, to get everything that is absolutely needed out of 2025? We're going to get an oracle card. And this is actually, and I don't think I said this in the beginning, this is what is it? Inner Child oracle deck. Happy New Year to you too, Catherine. This is the Inner Child oracle deck, and I think to me it gives a pretty good message. It can tag exactly what's going on, or at least what could be worked on, so that you can have a better time in life in general, not just 2025. Give me Taurus's energy, please. Oh. Wow. Speak to yourself with kindness. Become aware of how you speak to yourself, Taurus. How do you talk to yourself, Taurus? Do you say harsh things to yourself? Do you say, oh, I found myself the other day. Here's a little story time really quick. I found myself the other day looking in the mirror, and I think I was just brushing my teeth, but I was looking in the mirror. I always wash my face. I was looking in the mirror. I was washing my face in the bathroom, and I caught myself going, you need to work out. It's over. You need to eat better. You need to work out. You need to get more sleep. You need to drink more water. It was like a laundry list of needs. You need to do this. You need to do that. It's like it was almost like me saying to myself, you're not good enough as you are at this very moment. You need to do X, Y, and Z to be okay. You need these things to be okay, to be accepted, to be loved. You need these things and you need to do these things in order for myself, to love me, myself. Do you see what I'm saying? It was like and I caught myself while I'm looking in the mirror and I'm washing my face and I'm going, whoa, what the hell is going on in my head? It was like a barrage of all these things I needed to do that I was just not good enough. I'm not like, you are just falling off, girl. That was like what I was saying to myself in the mirror. This gives me, and I caught myself and I stopped it. And I was like, whoa, shut up. Whoever you are in there, you little evil monster, shut the hell up and leave me alone, because I'm fine the way I am. And I feel like this 33, number 33 here, number 33 is a master number. I swear on my life. Number 33 is like this energy of spirit coming right into this reading going, hello, why don't you love yourself? Because I created you and I love you. So I don't understand what the problem is, Taurus. I don't think it's just a Taurus thing. I guess for 2025, this is the thing that you're going to have to look at, Taurus. If you catch yourself just doing regular stuff, let's say you're cooking dinner and you catch yourself going, it's just ending. It never ending. It's just never ending. And it just got to be, I was like, that's talking about creation. That's crazy. Nice. This is talking about the choice how you treat yourself, how you love yourself. Like it almost gives me a sense of feeling like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, I see why. Always trying to do something. These little babies. I wonder here. I want to say, why do I want to say a mirage? I don't want to say, okay, I want to say a mirage in a way that's different, I guess, than the way we'd think of it. When I'm seeing a mirage, I'm seeing in my head, it's almost like the mirror reflection. But the reason why I would call it a mirage is because it's not accurate. So it's like you looking in the mirror and you seeing like some demon, wretched, like hobo, one-legged sloth thingy, right? Like you're looking in the mirror and you're going, how do you even get up out of bed? Like, really? You weird looking human, like what is going on here? And this is just, it gives me a sense of like, if you were to actually analyze the way you look at yourself in the mirror, just that alone, you would realize that it was so detrimental to your everyday life and it breaks you down on a regular. It's very sad and actually scary. And here's the thing, again, we're getting the avoidance of a tower moment. Why? Okay, tower moments are so vital in our lives. I wonder if this tower moment is more taught. I'm getting a little bit of a different energy here because before, okay, so the tower would say we're burning it down to rebuild it, right? This is saying we're avoiding a tower. But you know what I'm noticing? I'm noticing that this right here is still intact, right? And all this is burning away and dropping down to wherever it goes. And it makes me wonder if the idea behind this is that the thoughts that you feed into yourself will slowly make the bad stuff melt away, rot away, move away, it's almost like you will shed the negativity and see how this is up in the sky is like high. It's like this highlighted. It gives me a sense of, I'm not getting it as an avoidance of a tower moment. I'm getting it as the choice to look at yourself with complete love and adoration. Gives you a sense of, you'll start to see what you are. You'll start to look at yourself as like, wow, look at me. Look at who I am. I am so amazing. I actually want to cry. Because it's like you not seeing that part of yourself. So it's like you not seeing that part of yourself, but all of a sudden, you know what 2025 brings is this energy of you looking at yourself and going, wow, look at what a prize I actually am. That's what I'm getting there. So that's where all the negativity, that nastiness just falls away and you start to, I feel like 2025 is going to be the year that you build, you start to build yourself back up. 2025 is a year where it's a number 9 year. It's an ending year. It's a year where you're literally getting rid of, removing, totally shedding old energy, and you're building your stability. You're building your foundation back up. And you'll see that when you start to love yourself and you look at yourself as, wow, I am that beautiful. I am that prize. You'll see how and I deserve everything. I promise you, you'll see how that energy can change your life. And it'll change it quickly. 8 of Wands, it's like it speeds the process up. It's a sense of
not knowing who you are. And 2025, you will know, you will learn, you will look at yourself as a whole, and see the beauty, the light, and the shining light that you are. And it feels like it just burns away all this old life, this old energy. It's like keeping the solid foundation that was always there, but burning off the excess that's held you back for so long, to build you back up to this 10 of Pentacles. And it'll happen a lot quicker than you expect or anticipate. But it all starts with loving yourself. It all has to start with you going, wow, look at me. Look at me as such a shining light. Look at me as such a beautiful creation that God said, hey, Taurus, I love you so much. I want to place you here on this earth. It's like, if this is how God would look at you, like, wow, look at that divine being. Look at every piece of that being is perfect and beautiful and wonderful. So that's the energy that is going to be needed in 2025 for you to get the best out of 2025. If you want to get the absolute best out of it, it's time to stop tearing yourself down and learn how to build yourself up. And if you can't do it on your own, reach out to other people, because there are a lot of people that you don't think love you, but do love you, and that would love to tell you how amazing you are. Okay? Just so you know. We're going to move on to Gemini. 21, 31. Okay, Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's find out what energy you need. What do you need to do? Or what could you... Actually, let's go here first. Can't remember. What can you do to make 2025 your absolute best year so far? What energy can Gemini embody to make their year the best year ever, to make 2025 the absolute best year ever? What can Gemini do, please? What can they work on? Okay, I am going to note that and sidestep it, but I'm going to still try to get another one, just because I see what it said. Okay, wow. Gemini's got a lot of messages. We're going to have to narrow that down, Gemini. You're welcome, Val. No problem. We're going to have to narrow Gemini's read, because there was a lot of energy that wanted to come out. So, okay. And this is a very air sign way to feel when I tell you this. Okay. This is a very Gemini air sign way to feel. This is saying you do not have to go it alone. You don't have to be by yourself. This is such an air sign way to be. And I guess it's because air signs can be very like, they always want to be the pillar that people lean on, and not necessarily want to be the one to lean on someone else. And that can be a problem for air signs, big time. This is saying that there is support around you, Gemini, at all times. You just have to be able to reach out to it. You have to you have to allow yourself to reach out to it. Allow yourself to reach out to this beautiful energy that's available to you. You do not have to do this by yourself. There is a support system. There's even a spiritual support system. This is saying there's a whole rock available for you, but you're not looking at it. It's like, nope. This is my test. This is my task. Give me Gemini's energy. Gemini. Yeah, this is talking about... This is going to be there's going to be a couple messages here. That Fool in reverse makes me worry. You don't have to go it alone. I feel like you're afraid to jump, because that Fool card in reverse tells me you're afraid to jump because you're afraid that when you get to the other side, no one will be there to greet you. That's a no greeting. No greeting for you, Gemini. That's not actually accurate. The greeting will be there. You have a star family that's always waiting to connect to you. This gives me a sense of like, you're never alone. No matter what step you take, you can feel alone. You're not alone. And I feel like in 2025, you're going to realize that energy. You're going to realize that you're not alone. You're going to realize it feels like you're going to give yourself a second chance in 2025 to connect. I don't know exactly what that connection means right now. And I feel like it should mean something I feel like it should talk about, because what it feels like to me is connecting again to like the source of it all, connecting to like, almost like, it's almost like, let's just say a childhood wound of abandonment, right? And it feels like there's a need for you to remember to mother yourself, and also to remember that you have a spiritual mother and always someone to guide you. If you're open and ready, or want to communicate with the other side is always available to you. So you may sit here and think, as a physical being on, hey, what's up, Jamie? On this planet, I'm alone. I have no one. But I beg to differ here, my love, because I'm seeing at least one individual that has your back, at least one person. And if you think about this, some people don't even have one. And if you think about this other thing, most people cannot count their friends on more than one hand throughout their entire life. Sometimes you can't even use the whole hand. So to just have one individual that's there for you no matter what is beautiful. So you're not alone, number one. But number two, you have a spirit side. You have a spirit family that's there with you all the time. Look, every time you feel alone, that's spirit family shining light on you. Every single time you feel alone. But if you look at this person, even while they're feeling alone, they're still not alone. They're still with somebody else. Now, this could go back to abandonment issues. Like I think I said that already, from childhood. Maybe you have, it just feels like certain things that make you feel like you have, like these abandonment issues or these beliefs that make you feel like you have to be all by yourself in this next phase of anything, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. We're not talking about just like 2025. We're talking about every freaking thing. It gives me a sense of you not realizing there's a whole soul family that's always got your back, that's always trying to help, that's always there for you, that you might not be able to see, but God knows. Come on, like open up so you can feel it. There's something about you feeling so trapped in an energy of either lack or abandonment that you are so afraid to give an opening to someone who truly loves you. Thank you, Sue. This is giving me like, Gemini, people truly love you. And you're saying, no, they don't. I'm stuck here all by myself, alone. I'm here all by myself. I'm alone. Meanwhile, you're feeling alone and say your brother calls you and you're like, you know what? Voicemail. What do you know? You're not there for me. I need someone who's there for me. 5 seconds later, your best friend calls you. You know what? Poop. Bye. Voicemail, because you're not there for me. Where are you right now when I need you most? They're fucking calling you, Gemini. And it's just like the guy that's like floating in the middle of the ocean and he asks God to help him. And God sends him like what, a helicopter and a boat. And at the end, like he sent him 3 different ways to live. And the dude kept saying, no, God's got me. I'm just waiting for God. And God's like, I just sent 3 different people to help you. What the fuck? That's what it gives me. It gives me like, hello, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean you're like, I'm always helping. I'm always dropping little bombs, little nuggets, little things in your life to help you see that you're not by yourself. And you're going, nope. I'm Gemini and I am so by myself. God hates me. My name is Gemini and God hates me. Okay, well, guess what? God doesn't hate you. God doesn't hate you. You are not stuck. You are not alone. I'm specifically getting that one person has your back no matter what. But because of what could have been, what gives me a sense of, first of all, you've got a soul family. And even this person who's got your back all the time is part of your soul family. Let's just set that aside. Let's just say that you have just the physical part of this. Let's just say you feel alone and no human being is there for you. You still have a whole spiritual side of people who are always trying to guide you and urge you, but you have to be able to believe that it's possible. Your belief makes your reality. Gemini, if you believe that there is no spirit, then guess what? Spirit doesn't exist. If you believe spirit helps you and leads you and guides the way for you daily, then guess what? You will literally get daily messages from what you would call spirit, however the fuck that looks. You can create any single thing you want. But right now, you are creating the feeling of being completely alone. You're not alone. You're not. You're not. And if you don't like the feeling of being alone, you don't have to feel it. You don't. You are the creator. This is your video game. This is your virtual reality. Welcome to your virtual reality, Gemini. Welcome to your virtual reality. And it gives you, I wish I could do like the whole spiel that the damn flight attendants do, because I would like say the whole thing and be like, you know, like, because I feel like it fits here. This is your welcome to your flight. Okay. Welcome to your flight. You created this. You are not alone. You are never, ever alone. Ever, ever, ever. Even when you think, dude, when you do, luckily spirit doesn't judge. Okay. Because us humans do some dumb shit. Okay. Because when you do dumb shit, spirit's still there watching. Spirit's still there holding and guiding and loving you and saying, well, that's just the human experience. It's not like anything else. Very physical, very dense. You make dumb choices and decisions because it's like the spirit, the physical human experience here on earth is like being reborn. It's like a bit, you're an infant even if you're 90. Okay, well, so, I mean that kind of fits for some people, but you know what I'm saying. Like even when you're 50, even when you're 40, even when you're 30, like you're still an infant, because it's the density of planet Earth. It's really hard to navigate. And that's why we like it as a school, because it's very challenging. It challenges us every day, every step of the way, because we're not fucking stupid. No, Gemini, no, all 12 signs. None of us are stupid. Okay. We love a challenge. Gemini, your challenge for 2025 is to know that you are not alone. You do not have to go it alone. That's your challenge. You chose this ahead of time. Don't be mad at it, baby. Don't be mad at it. Appreciate it, embrace it, and love it. Your experience awaits. 2025 is going to be a great year. You may not know that yet, but you will soon. Let's hit Gemini. Let's hit it, Gemini. Let's hit Gemini right in the face. We're going to hit Gemini in the face. We'll go right there. Okay. No, I'm not. Not Gemini. I'm sorry. Cancer. We're going to do Cancer. I love you. I don't want to hit anybody in the face. I don't know what that was about. That got a little out of hand. I don't see. I'm just working through this 2025 energy too, just like the rest of us. Okay. All right. No punching in the face. That was just a little bit outrageous. I don't know where that came from. That human side of me kicked me in the face. Wait, someone's trying to kick you in the face, evidently. All right. Cancer, what energy does Cancer need to work on for 2025 to make 2025 the best year ever in their entire existence of living? How can Cancer embrace and make 2025 work for them? Let's embrace it. Let's make it work. How can we do that? Whoa, mama. Okay, there's going to be some answers here. No. I get that, Jamie. I was literally just like... No, it was me overthinking and going, wow, you just like literally like told Gemini you were going to practically throat punch him. That's not cool. I can't do that. It's not right, man. All right. Okay, we have to like pick one. I'm going to go with the one that feels the closest to what is actually going on here, is letting go of the past. Cancer, it feels like for you, there's a stronghold. The past has a stronghold on you. It's like you're walking through every day. Oh, thank you so much, Val. I appreciate that. I appreciate your son for being here. All right. Let go of the past. All right, Cancer. So you've been reliving what, you know what I'm getting? Groundhog's Day. I'm getting a sense of Cancer may have been feeling like everything is just a repeat over and over and over again. And saying, well, yeah, okay, Cancer, it has been. Guess why? Because you've always had the past on your mind 24/7. If you create from your thoughts, Cancer, then how are you not supposed to create the past when all you do is think about the past? So let's get it right here. Like, seriously, let's figure this out, because what we're saying is you it's a nonstop play in your head. It's like we get up, we do this, we do that, blah, blah, blah. It all happens the same way. It's like, it may not be every day is exactly the same, but you can figure out like every 2 days, this is going to happen. So every 5 days, this is going to happen. And it's like, kind of timed it, like how people are going to react. And it just feels like so much so that you've have it as a record in your mind, Cancer. And as that record in your mind, it continues to play over and over and over again. And the problem with that is that you cannot create new when you constantly think of the past. So the trick here, Cancer, is to let go of the past. You know, the best way that I can say to let go of the past is to not be angry that it exists. To realize that every lesson that you had to learn has brought you to where you are today. And even if you don't like where you are today, I want you to know that every step you take is a step towards a new direction. Every moment, every single boom, 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 all of that, new moments. And in every single one of those, you have the choice to change your mind. You can make a different decision. You can adopt a different feeling or emotion. You can stop being mad at people. You know what I'm saying? You have to let go of the past. It's talking about forgiveness, and it's not for others. Nobody forgives somebody so that someone else down the way feels better. That's not why. Oh, you are so welcome, Val. No problem. That is not why we forgive people. We forgive people because it helps here within ourselves. So this is saying it's okay. The past happened. It sucked. It was not fun. You didn't like it. You had a really bad experience, but you did call in that experience because that was something that was predestined anyway. So how about this? You accept the lesson that you got and you move on. Let go of the past. Don't be mad. Think about this. The person or people who harmed you in the past only did so because you signed up for a lesson pre-birth that said, hey, I need to learn these things, and these things. And people, your soul family said, okay, I'll be the one to help you learn forgiveness. I'll be the one to help you learn redemption. I'll be the one, greetings, Thelma. I'll be the one to help you. It's just different things, right? This is literally to love those people because they all signed up to help you do something, even though they knew it was going to hurt you. And they knew that they were going to, it's not easy as a soul, as a pure soul consciousness, to do something to another soul that you, especially, and we all love, every soul loves every soul because we all understand in soul form that we're connected. This human life is such a thick, heavy density that changes the way our vibration works. It dumbs it down to such a level that we forget who we are. So tell me about Cancer and letting go of the past. Tell me about 2025. This is saying this is saying 2025 is bringing the knowledge. Finally, it's saying finally you're getting what you reaping what you sow. 2025 for Cancer feels like a reaping what you've sown type of energy. Feels like justice, like you learned a lot of things, you created a lot of things, and 2025 is going to be the year that you see the fruits of your labor. Fruits of your labor is what I'm getting. Like, but all only moves forward if you have been able to let go and forgive your past. Cancer, it is vital. You're making this every step. You are the magician. Every step. There's something about healing those energies that the past was, yes, it hurt. It was painful. And it made you feel stuck a lot of times. It made you feel like you couldn't move forward. It made you feel like you didn't have a choice but to just hang there and just deal. And you know what? Maybe you didn't. And maybe that was predestined. And that's okay. This is saying to take a fucking chill pill. Like, not an actual pill. Don't do that. But it's like, hey, just calm down, because this was all predestined and it is all okay. Give yourself a second chance. This is saying to calm down and give yourself a second chance. Why? Because the past has been holding you back, holding you down, keeping you stuck in a loop. It's a fucking loop. I'm seeing it like, why can't I get off this wheel? It's like a hamster trying to jump off the wheel, and maybe another one jumps on and starts running, and then you just get stuck on it and you're just going round and round and round, or like a freaking carnival ride that fails and you're just stuck up in the air and you're going, why? Like, really? This is what happened. This is what's going on in my life right now. Give yourself a fighting chance, man. Stand up and realize there's other people on your side. Like, who gives a shit? People make mistakes. We're all a bunch of fuck ups. Okay. It's not a bad thing. That's why we're here to learn. That's why we're fuck ups, because we're here to learn. We wouldn't be learning anything if we weren't fuck ups. And that's okay to be a fuck up. It's okay. So Cancer, what I'm saying is it's okay. It's okay if you fucked up. It's okay if somebody else fucked up. It's okay. There's nothing. The only judge that's here, the only one that the judge and jury that's here is you on yourself. There is no other judge and jury. I'm saying you be your own justice. And the lessons have been shown to you repeatedly so that you realize that, like, how to make the next step work. It's like what you give is what you get. It's like very much karmatic and energy. And I know that probably isn't a fucking word, but it is now, because I just made it. And I hope to God it ends up in oh my God, what's that shit that you can look up on Google? I can't remember, but I hope it ends up there, because that would be so cool. Unless it is a word, but I feel like my version of it is talking about karma energy. And so it karmatic gives me a sense of just always, well, you're doing something and it just keeps, it's very, you know what's going to be karmatic. It's like, it's automatic. You know what it's going to be, because you know, like it's saying that everything you give is what you get. And so if it's automatic like that, then why would you not give more of yourself to yourself? And stop giving so much to the past, so much energy to the past. You're not giving yourself enough of you. So the karma is to stay stuck in the past, because that's the energy you're giving off. You can't give that off. It's time to like let go, man. The past was only there for a teacher. It was there for a moment. It was there for a season, not for your life. It was there for a moment. All right, let's move on to, so that's what you can work on, is just forgiving the past, letting go, moving forward. You have, what I'm seeing is if you can get through, the next few months, what we're looking at is 10 of Cups. We got 10 of Wands is the end of carrying the past traumas, because we're finally dropping those traumas and walking into our 10 of Cups. We're letting go of those traumas and walking right up here to the 10 of Cups and just being totally excited about life. The Queen of Wands, like, woohoo, we're doing this damn thing. We're doing this damn thing. All right, let's go to Leo. Okay, 44, 20. Okay, Leo. Let's go, Leo. Let's go. All right, Leo. So let's find out what energy can Leo work on? What energy is going to help get Leo into the best life for 2025. What can Leo do to have the best year in 2025? They want to know what energies we need to work on as a Leo collective for the absolute and highest, best good in 2025 for each and every one of us. Hello, Thelma. All right, Leo. Oh, be true to who you are. Huh? Fear will not stop you from shining. You know, I don't feel like necessarily that can be a Leo trait. Leos were meant to be on stage, you guys. They were. Okay, you see that horse is, what is it? It's a unicorn, and it's got those butterfly wings. It's like be who you are. Don't change yourself. Like Leo, it does make sense, because I feel like Leos can be, you know, king of the jungle, yes, but I would, you know, and don't be mad at me, guys, but I've always considered Leo, I hope you guys don't get offended, I'm just going to be honest with you, I've always called Leo the cowardly lion. And why do I say that? Because Leos have such a huge heart that they want to rule, but they want to rule in the most loving way possible. And so it can look like the cowardly lion. It's like, I love you so much, I don't want to hurt you by roaring in your face. You know, it's like, but it's a roar. But see, even Leos can roar, but then right behind it, it's going, but I love you. But I love you, but I love you. It's always a, but I love you. Don't, hey, no, but I love you. Please don't take that, because I love you. That's what it gives me. It's saying it's okay to be that horse, unicorn, butterfly, Pegasus, whatever. You know what I mean? It's okay to be that. You're not, the cowardly lion is actually a beautiful way to be, because it says that you are loving and kind to the people that you adore, that you are willing to run into the face of fear of like, it's like, I get superhero energy out of a Leo. I get superhero. I feel so like Bruce Wayne type, Superman, Clark Kent type shit. But they have a hard time being themselves. That's kind of the thing. It's like they're so about saving the day, but always also making sure to be maybe who the next person needs them to be in order for them to feel like the next person gets what they need out of them. As a Leo, I feel like a Leo already delivers a certain amount of energy as they walk in the door. It's an automatic feeling, an automatic thing, like a very Leos are inspiring. Okay, they're the kind of the king of the jungle. Okay, look, king of the jungle wouldn't fucking mean a damn thing if it weren't inspiring. Thank you, Dawn. It wouldn't mean anything if it weren't inspiring. This is inspirational energy. This is saying, don't doubt yourself. Don't change yourself. Don't dumb yourself down. Don't water yourself down. 2025 is asking you to be every piece of a Leo that you actually are, to be all of yourself, to appreciate every single facet of who you are as a Leo. And there's a lot of beautiful characteristics of a Leo. They're incredibly loyal, to a fault even. To a fault. They'll run themselves ragged. If you look at some prides, lion prides, you'll see that the patriarch is like really old. Really old. It's like they give of themselves until they can barely give until they can't. They'll go, and then they'll feel guilty that they haven't given more. They'll say, I didn't give enough. What if I didn't give enough? What if I didn't do enough? What if I didn't, like, I could have given that person an extra $1. I could have turned around and I could have turned around and I could have given, you know, that person a meal. I could have, I have shoes. They don't have shoes. I've got more than one pair of shoes. I could have stopped and turned around and given them my shoes. Like, you can't, but It's saying be true to who you are, but don't stress so much about what you're, it's like there's this part of yourself that you're like, no one's going to accept this. No one's going to accept this. What if I never find that contentment? You will find the contentment if you're just true to yourself. I do feel like in 2025, there is going to be a sense of you having to focus on the pieces and places of yourself that aren't exactly in alignment with what you want. I definitely see like noticing, you see this is this person stressing, and then instead of just stressing, they take the thing out and they go, wait a minute. Okay, this is what I don't like about myself. All right, so what can we do about that thing? How can we tweak it, but also make sure to stay as authentic as possible? This is about like being and staying authentic, being yourself no matter what. Like instead of stressing it, also when you take it out and you look at it and examine it, you examine it in a way that says, I love that part of myself. That part of myself is beautiful. Like that is me. That's just who I am. And I actually love that part. That is like the Eight of Wands gives me like the energy source, almost like sacral energy of creation. What is a Leo creating every day that's closest to their highest and best good, that'll keep them in the place where they're not Nine of Swords freaking out. I also feel like Leos are incredibly self-critical. And because of that, they're always wanting to do better, better, better. And that is a problem, because what this is saying is you're already perfect the way you are. Where is the love for yourself? This is saying you're blocking out your own love. So I feel like 2025 is going to be a time where Leos actually figure out how to love themselves and to mourn the parts of themselves that they have to let go of. That it's like being okay with mourning and being okay with letting go of parts of yourself that don't actually give you the results that you're looking for, for your highest and best good, the life that you're trying to create. This is saying, does your thoughts, with the Justice card right under the Knight of Swords, do your thoughts actually help you build your life? How do I want to say that? Do they help? Do your thoughts help you to facilitate the best parts of yourself and let them be seen by everyone? Like that's kind of what it's giving me, is like remember not to block. It's like blocking. We're blocking too much. We're blocking our emotions. Lions, I feel like especially the Cowardly Lion, maybe that's why he was so emotional, is because for so long he always had to block out his emotions and be like this statuesque kind of individual, right? Who was just like, this is what it is, this is what I am. And the thing is, it doesn't fit with the actual person that you are. You are emotional, and it's okay. It's like, don't block out the emotions, because when you try to block them out, what you end up doing is creating a blockage altogether. You try to block your emotions out, and then you can no longer. It's like needing those places, that emotional places for yourself, needing them so that you can, how do I want to say that? Needing to be available or open to them so that you can navigate to the next. I don't know. There's like an evolutionary process of emotions that is happening here. And there's a need to like let go of the guard down. Okay. You know, we're not on high alert. This is not a freaking tsunami. We do not have to be on high alert, but this is something that affects our next whole year, or maybe even lifetime. Stop stressing about it and just follow your heart, your guidance, your inner guidance. It's like there's an inner compass, an inner light that wants to tell you. You see how this person's holding it outside of themselves, this inner compass, this inner light, and see how that light shines in all directions to tell you where to go. It's like, it's not outside of you, it's inside of you. So be true to who you are on the inside, because that's the only compass you can really fucking trust. That's what I'm getting, Leo. That's the only compass you can trust, is the one that guides you. Like, it's the only thing that knows the part of you that you keep looking at saying, that's not actually me. That's someone else. I'm not that emotional. I'm not that responsible. I'm not that whatever the fuck you say you're not. And it's like, but it actually is right here. And if you embraced it as a part of the inside of yourself, like as a part of your core person, almost like accepting your soul and saying, okay, yes, I am a physical being with and I'm a soul also. And like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like accepting all of that. Then that light shines outside, like it shines out, so that you know which path to follow. And you'll have highlighted the paths that are the most important, that will get you to the place that you want to be the most. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like to follow your heart and not be afraid to follow your heart. Your heart is leading you in the right direction. Do not be afraid. That's what I'm saying. Let's go on to Virgo. All right, 55. 45. All right, Virgo. Let's do Virgo. Let's go. Let's do this, Virgo. All right. I hope that so far so good. Everyone's getting what they need to out of these readings. I know there's not a lot of people. I didn't expect a lot of people to be here, but I figured this reading will go to exactly the people it needs to go to when it needs to go to them. And I'm just, I don't know what today's got, some crazy energy that I almost feel like I'm battling in a way, but not in a bad way. Just in an intense way. All right. Virgo. What is the energy that Virgo needs to work on? Energy that Virgo needs to embody to make 2025 the best year ever. Tell me all about Virgo. What Virgo could embody? What energy could they embody? What could they work on to make 2025 the best year ever? Oh, we got two. So I'm going to take the very top one, and we're going to go from there. Okay. This one says, become aware. Listen to the wisdom of the body. This gives me a sense of someone needing to become more connected with their physical being, or the way the physical being interacts with the universe. It gives me a sense of it does give me a sense of this. When we incarnate here on this planet, right? And it gives me a sense of us having an understanding of like how this planet works and how this physical realm works, like the body itself, right? So think of it as like Avatar. The Avatar body itself already comes equipped with the wisdom that it needs to be able to traverse like the territory. We just come in and provide that extra. I know, we turn it to a living being who interacts and creates and does things. And so it kind of, it's saying it's like talking about becoming aware, not just letting the Avatar body run the show. What do I mean by that? Your brain runs the show. It tells you constantly, I'm not good enough, or I'll say this is what you're going to hear. I'm not good enough. I need to I need to go work out. I need to eat better. I don't contact my family enough. I really need to work on that. I need to put more effort into skiing. I don't know, whatever the hell it means to you, right? And it's saying, wait a minute, like, you don't it's kind of like getting out of that headspace that I need to, that there's wisdom in the body, but the spirit is like, almost to say there's a natural map within oneself, right? And there is a knowing of the map. So like your soul getting into your physical being, your avatar, knows when they get into the map, initially they say, okay, maybe before, because it was all created before that. And they're like aware of exactly what the map's going to look like and where it can take you. Look, when I say everything is destiny, I mean everything is destiny. All roads lead to the same place, my love. Some of them are shitty. The other ones are great. All of them still lead to the same place. There's a sense of working together with your psyche, with that spiritual nature you have with the stars, that energy you have that you pull from the stars. Also with the physical body that's here on this planet that has its own knowledge. It's like combining the two and trusting in either at any given moment as like, okay, this is definitely the right path. It's like saying, okay, your body or your avatar and also your soul know something, and when they push you or urge you, it's like going, okay, so that's the right path, so I'll just go with that. Okay, trust. It's called trust. It's just trusting. It's like letting go. Give me Virgo's energy with that they need to work on for 2025 to be the best year ever. It gives me a sense of somebody who can sometimes, Virgos can sometimes let ego get the better of them. It gives me a sense of someone being way too connected and physical in like a very practical way. And the problem with the practicality is it causes a blockage when it comes to the spiritual part of the situation. So that a being becomes stuck almost in what we would call quicksand. I can't move forward. I can't move back. And every time I move, I feel I sink further. Becoming aware is like connecting to that Zen place in your, like, there's a center, a Zen center in your body. Sacral chakra is something that people wouldn't call center, but would be considered the center of the chakras. The creation, the creator, the creating chakra. So that's important for Virgos. It's like a belief system. Give me 1 second. Don't be so hard-headed to believe that you know every step of the way. Don't be so arrogant to think that you know what's coming on every single curve or corner. Like a roller coaster, the twists and turns come up very, very quickly. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's like being okay with the next okay, so being okay with the next step, that makes sense. Being okay with the next step. Realizing that you have more power, magical, magician energy than you there's more energy. You don't realize you are the magician. Okay. Virgo, you don't realize. Virgo thinks things happen to them. They happen to me. I don't happen. I don't make these circumstances. They happen to me. How do I navigate? something that is out of my control. That is not a fact, though. It's not out of your control. It's not out of your control. And I'm sorry, I refuse to, like, no, because it's not. The 10 of Cups, the ultimate happiness, the emotional, this feels like a Virgo trait, the Virgo thing that they're going to have to connect with is their emotions. This is saying emotional connection is needed. Virgos are way too stuck on the earth and how the earth is physical, move everything physical. There's a sense of a disconnect when it comes to the stars and the earth. And for Virgo, there is a disconnect. You feel like a person out here abandoned by spirit, abandoned by everything, abandoned. All the while, it's here. All the while, all you have to do is open up to it. Virgo, you do not have to carry every single burden that you've ever had. The problem here, Virgo, two problems. You're trying to tackle multiple problems all at once, meaning you're carrying multiple problems all at once and not seeing that you can tackle one at a time. One problem at a time. You carry them all with you on a regular. And you say, I have so much. Look at what I have to do. Look at me. I'm a Virgo and look at what I have to carry around. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. How dare the world give me this much? You're the one that creates, babe. Become aware. Virgo's lesson here, 2025. You are the creator of your foundation, your future, and every single step that's taken afterwards. You do not have to carry all that bullshit with you on a regular basis. You need to put that shit down. They were lessons that were not meant to stop you, not meant to weigh you down, and not meant to make you miserable. They were meant to teach you something. Instead of acknowledging the lessons, you decided that you would be angry that the lessons came. A Virgo lesson in this lifetime. The past does not define the future. You carry every second of every single step you, and every wand you add to it, every single thing that goes wrong, you add to that pile of wands that you carry around. The past is some of the biggest energy that you have to tackle in 2025, and specifically the way you connect to others and love. Because you've carried that weight so long, you have made your love heavy. But you have the opportunity to take the weight off, to put the shit down. Not let the lessons become a burden. The lessons have become a burden. And now you walk around going, well, this is how it is. I'll just, fuck it. Here we are. I'll just celebrate my miseries. Instead of being doing away with my miseries, I'll celebrate them. What I'll do is I'll commemorate them. I'll commemorate these detours. I'll commemorate these lessons. I'm gonna take these lessons, and I will tattoo each and every one of them on my body. No, I don't like that. That's too easy. How about this? I'll take all those lessons and I'll carry them like dead weight around, each and every one of them. Each and every one of them, I carry it like dead weight. And I'll make them heavier and heavier every step I go. And that's what I'll celebrate. No. You're expecting a celebration from a weight. You're expecting to be free when you're chained. Release yourself. And Virgo, you can release yourself. You don't actually have to sign up for this lesson. And even if you signed up for the lesson, you don't have to identify with the lesson. You don't have to identify with the lesson. You can say, I don't like the lesson. This lesson made me feel very uncomfortable and negative. I'd like a positive lesson. What's next? But you're so stuck in the past and, oh, this happened and that happened and it broke my heart. And I'm going to carry it around like a big old weight. And then I'm a fucking martyr. Don't tell me you're not. I'm feeling it. A martyr. I'm feeling a martyr who's going, but look at everything I have to carry. I'm not saying we're all not like that. I'm calling Virgo out because this makes me feel like this is a very Virgo lesson. Everyone has traumas. What do you do with the traumas? That's what makes you who you are. This is saying you have the ability to take those traumas and create the most beautiful life you've ever seen in your entire existence. That's such a good life that other people will look at your life and go, how do I get there? That's the power you have, Virgo. I'm moving on. Libra at 1. Yeah, because we're going way too far. 110. Fuck it, 45. We're going to Libra. I don't know why, guys. Hey, what's up? Oh, nice timing. Awesome. This is going to be a super spiritual read, just so you know. It's not going to be all... I just got spiritual shit, I got to tell you. All right, tell me about Libra. And what is it that they need to work on in 2025 to make 2025 their absolute greatest and best year ever? This is going to be, how does Libra make 2025 the year that they say, that they look back on and go, oh my God, that was the year. That was the year. Tell me, what can Libra do to help 2025 be the best year ever? You know, it's funny because I got breathe in, but I got it in reverse. And it gives me a sense of, okay, well, now breathe out. It kind of gives me a sense of someone going, like holding your breath, like what's going to happen next? You're going, like when you're watching a scary movie, and you're like, it's like your life, right? And this is saying breathe in, but it's in reverse. So it makes me feel like I need to tell you to, okay, it's okay to exhale. Oh, it was just a movie. Oh my gosh. It was just a movie, you guys, the whole time. I feel like that's going to be vital for your 2025. It was just a movie. Oh, you mean we don't actually die? Oh my God, it's just a movie. You mean I can create the script? It's a fucking movie. What is this crazy choose your own adventure I'm in right now? So waiting to exhale gives me, that's what I'm getting here, is waiting to exhale. So you've taken that breath in, but now you're scared to let it out. So why? How can Libra let that breath out? So yes, we've got to take, I mean, now breathe in and say that you haven't done it, but gives me more of an energy of, okay, you've sucked it up and you went, oh God, I'm about to, you know, like if you feel like you're about to get into a car accident, you're like, oh shit, it's about to, and you breathe in and you just hold it because you're just waiting for that thing to, like that truck to plow you, right? And this is saying, what if the truck doesn't plow you? What's up, love and light? Oh, thank you so much. This is saying, jump in, breathe out. Libra, remember your childhood excitement. Remember the love that you had, the excitement you had to start a new journey. It's been sucked away, it feels like, very much so, by something that's made you feel like you can't move forward. I feel like in 2025, Libra, you are going to this is going to be exposed to you. What's holding you down? I feel like you're very much going to, it's going to be a breathe in energy. It's going to be that And it's going to be in the process of you breathing in, you realize it almost like boom, 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 fires into your brain where you go, oh, wow. Oh, I see what's not working for me. I see. Oh, you mean this will work for me better? Oh, geez. Okay, that's great. This is a lesson. I'm so excited to have this. Okay, this will bring balance. Oh, you mean I've got options? What are you saying? You're saying I can let go? Oh my God, I can let go. And remember that everything I put my all into will be worth it. This would definitely say for Libra's breath work would be vital. Why? Because you can control breath work. And when you learn to control breath work, it's like controlling anything. It's like it gives you a sense of like, oh, I know how to navigate this bitch. I can navigate this motherfucker when I control my breath. I can navigate the emotions. I can navigate the next steps. I can like slow things down, speed things up. It's like remembering something from your childhood, some type of freedom that you had, so that you can exhale and remember you're going to be okay. There's definitely a sense of like some type of, for some of you, there's going to be a sense of a type of locked in energy, locked into something very physical. You're saying it can be anything, okay? Locked into a physicality of something. It can be absolutely anything. It's giving me a sense of being stuck in the physical and being stuck in that breathe in and not exhaling energy. And it gives me actually a bit of anxiety when I think about it. Like what this looks like to me is anxiety. This looks like you actually examining the things that are working for you and not working for you. Like in the breathe in and hold moment. Maybe that breathe in and hold was a moment for you to see something that you've been holding on to, expose something, something that's kept you held back. Look at it and look, like really take a good look at it. See if it works for you and then eliminate it. Because that's what I'm seeing here is like an elimination process to become your best self. Yeah, it's a matter of acknowledging the past as, okay, fine, that was the past. It happened. And it made me who I am. I'm okay with walking away from it. I walk away from it with pride because I know what I'm walking into is my best self. And because of that, I can exhale. I can relax because I know I'm on my way to my best self. I'm my best life. So this is saying don't get tripped up on past issues. They actually built you. They took you to a place that maybe no other option, no other lesson could take you. I feel like at some point you'll be really excited about these lessons, so much so that you'll want them to be like, you will expose them to others. You will say, hey, listen, I had to go through this to get to this. And I feel like it'll be something that'll help others grow. Libra. But certainly it'll be enough to help yourself grow. This is definitely a Libra. Just, it gives me a sense of like digging deep down to grab some stuff that you've needed to get rid of. Really taking a look at it where you've been stuck. You've been stuck very much in the physical reality of things and kind of have forgotten a bit about the spiritual side of stuff. I feel like you're walking away from that and letting that go. You're remembering something that you dealt with when you were a child. All of us do. even Libras. It's something very spiritual, a spiritual side of yourself that you're going to pick back up as you go through 2025. Very spiritual energy going into 2025. Like a honing of your own, I don't know, abilities, like a honing of your own, I don't know. It's like something about you seeing something and going, oh, I don't have to hold on to that. I can let go. And as you let go, you breathe out. Waiting to exhale. Waiting to exhale. That's what I'm getting. Waiting to exhale. In 2025, you finally get to go, okay, I see where we're going with this. All right. I get it. Okay. I was not sure. And I 2024 had really got me. And I was sitting there in my feels and thinking and getting trapped up in stuff. But now, okay. I see where we're going with this. All right. I can dig it. I can dig it. And that's where we're going. And that's what I'm seeing for you, Libra. Let us move on to Scorpio. Scorpio. Guys, give me, actually, I'll timestamp Scorpio in 1 second. Give me just a minute. Okay, let's find out. Scorpio. Tell me the energy that Scorpio needs to work on or needs more of for 2025 to be their absolute, total, and most amazing, bestest year ever. Scorpio. You know, it's funny. I just heard in my head for Scorpio sitting still, which kind of reminds me of, I think, the first one, Aries. No. Okay, so one of the first ones, which is actually the second time it's coming out, I think it came out for Leo first. So for Scorpio is be true to who you are. And also do what you need to do. So it makes me give the energy of making your next step cohesive with who you actually are as a person versus how the outside world sees you. So like being the ultimate best version of yourself. And what I mean by that is like Scorpio, this is talking about you literally just being yourself in all ways, in every way. This is saying that like the inner you is so great. And Scorpio, I don't feel like it's saying you know how to make the next decision. Be true to who you are. Be true to who you are to take the next leap of faith. Be true to the person or the desires that you want. Don't dial yourself down for anything or anyone. I don't care. There's a situation where it's like a difficult choice that's coming up, and it's saying instead of hiding and making a decision that would make others happy. Be true to who you are so that you can make yourself happy, really, because that's the most important thing. It's saying now is the time to make the decision, be true to what you want and who you are as a person. Scorpio. This is talking about like a vortex of energy, a vortex of like, okay, it gives me a sense of, remember I said, be true to who you are, do what you need to do. You could either, on one hand, you could say, okay, I'll just go ahead and make the decision that makes everybody else happy. Fuck it. I can deal with it. I can take it. It is what it is. This is also a sense of, nope, you know what? I also have the option to make myself happy. And that's really something I should do. But what's the right choice? Be true to who you are and do what you need to do. Make the solid decisions to make your, like you're supposed to. You see that square he's working on? That's his own personal square. That's his own foundation. That is the most incredible, important source of energy, is his own solid foundation. Scorpio, you are a master of your universe. And this is saying to make sure that you work on you being stable first. Be true to what you need. Be true to who you are. Don't put others first. It means you have to be honest with yourself about what you want, what's your next step, and not feeling like you are a victim of circumstance, because you're not. You're not a victim of circumstance. You're not, honey. I'm trying to tell you. If you were just honest with yourself, yes, the decisions may not be easy to make, but you are not a victim of fucking circumstance. You can make anything happen. I'm telling you, you guys don't know it. Like you're saying, nope, I'm stuck in a box. This is giving me the sense of, if you don't do what you need to do for yourself and make the tough decisions, you're going to stay stuck in a box. You're going to want to leave the box, and you're going to try to leave the box, but this is a very stuck energy. You're trying to maneuver and get away from it, but it gives me a sense of like boomerang. If you don't, right, boomerang. And then here you are back to square one, holding on the damn baggage that you don't need to hold, but you wouldn't hold if you were doing what you need to do for yourself and being true to who you are and making the difficult choices. And say, I know it's going to be hard to look this person in the eye that I've known for years and say, listen, I cannot be a part of your life anymore because what you do is bring me down. That's a very difficult decision, because you have to literally look at someone that you care about in the face and tell them that their energy is not good for you. It's toxic for you. That's a hard thing to do. Scorpio, this is exactly what the universe is asking of you. To stop sacrificing yourself for others, to know like, okay, this is what I want. I would like to get there. How do I get there? By sacrificing others, not in a bad way. It doesn't have to be negative. This is karma for other people that they needed to learn. People come into your life and they create a bunch of chaos, and you say, well, you know, they need me, so I can't let them down. So I'll just keep them here and I'll continue to deal with the chaos. And this is saying, no, because that's not you being true to who you are. That's not you doing what you need to do. That's you just carrying the weight of other people and saying, okay, it's okay. This is just what it is. I don't want to hurt so-and-so. It's not about hurting so-and-so. It's about building yourself up. It's also about making sure that so-and-so knows that you know where your freaking your destiny lies. And it isn't with fuck shit. I know that sounds like aggressive, but I'm saying, like, that's kind of what it feels like to me. It feels like, yeah, ending cycles and being okay with ending cycles. I don't know why that hair is on my face. Being okay with ending cycles and moving forward. There's a sense of you like totally being able to move forward, but not doing it because you are having a hard time cutting certain things off when they need to be cut off. You have to do it. It's not something that you can wait on. You're not going to wait on it. In 2025, that's what's coming regardless. So it doesn't really matter. Like, that's what's coming up. Yeah, it's kind of like learning how to love yourself all over again with this Nine of Cups is like this would be someone who would have to really love themselves to make the decision to do what's in their highest and best good, no matter if it hurts somebody else or not. Like, it's regardless. I don't care if it hurts you or not. Regardless, I have to do this because this is what I have to do for my life. That's part of the lesson that you're learning as you're going forward. In 2025, you're going to have to make a very difficult decision, something that's going to be very hard for you, but it's going to be incredibly necessary for you to get to the next place. You're getting this decision changes your world, ends a cycle, and helps you to move forward in a very successful way, with also the alignment of how you feel, like emotionally, your heart space. You'll be aligned with your emotions and your heart, and this would be a leading of the heart, even though it's going to be difficult. That's what you have coming up. Scorpio, for 2025, it's actually a fantastic energy to be in. It seems a little overwhelming, but the truth is it's so desperately needed for you to be able to make the tough decisions that help you elevate in your life, because we're not here just for others. We're also here for ourselves, guys. And I got to tell you, your story doesn't matter unless you take care of yourself. At the end of the day, your story ends quickly if you don't take care of yourself, right? And you are your story. So tell your story and tell it how you have to tell it. Be true to who the fuck you are. All right, Sagittarius, 131, 10. All right, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. Tell me what energy Sagittarius is going to be embodying in 2025 to make that their best year ever. What energy Sagittarius need to work on or embody to make 2025 their best year ever? Please, what's coming up? What energy do they need to work on or deal with? Whoa. Okay, slight look at go inward. So something about actually looking within yourself. And also this would go the same way with the the way, as trust your intuition on this journey is still looking within. All the way around, this is looking within. Sagittarius, this is talking about actually trusting that that you have an inner compass that's guiding you every single step of every single direction, no matter what it is, no matter which left, right, what is it, east, west, north, south, doesn't matter. You have an internal compass that is telling you exactly which way you need to go, Sagittarius. Now you just have to be able to trust in that. Like, listen to your inner guidance, Sagittarius, instead of second guessing yourself. This gives me a sense of, I've second guessed myself for so long, I don't know how to not second guess myself. So here I am in the middle of the woods, and because I'm not trusting my intuition and I'm second guessing myself, I'm lost. You are not lost. You're not lost. You're not, sorry, you're not. Nope. 44. 44 is like the that actually was my number for a long time. Very spiritual number. 44 breaks down to an 8, which is talking about something that was always meant to be. And then 4s themselves talk about your stability and how you gain ground, how you feel comfortable, it's like landing on your feet. You know how to land on your feet is what this card tells me. Tell me for Sagittarius. Sagittarius energy, please. For 2025, for the the way. Tell me how Sagittarius could take advantage of this energy to make their 2025 the best year ever. And we're going right into you as the as Sagittarius coming up as the Queen of Cups in reverse, refusing to acknowledge emotional trauma. Refusing to, I'm ignoring it. You can't see me. My eyes are covered. You can't see me. No. But universe can, boo. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. You can't hide. They're coming for you no matter what. This is like an inner guide. This is your inner guidance. This is saying, you're saying, I don't trust my heart because in the past, my heart was broken. And so now I feel like I don't know which way to turn because my heart is a bullshitter. No, it's not. You trusted your heart part of the way. Then it would tell you, then your intuition would kick in and try to get involved and say, hey, listen, this isn't actually the right way to go. Why don't you turn around? And you go, shut the fuck up, intuition. Who are you? I'm the one living here. I think I would know. Well, guess what? You don't. You didn't. You did, but you didn't listen to it. So because you didn't trust your intuition, now you're saying, well, the past has hurt me. And so much so that I'm going to keep myself locked into a negative cycle. I refuse. You can't see me. My eyes are covered. You can't see me. Guess what? 2025 is going, yes, I can. The fuck I can't. The fuck I can't. I swear to God, that's what 2025 is saying. What do you mean I can't see you? You're sitting right there. You're wearing a blue shirt. You're wearing blue jeans. You're wearing white socks with little gray tips. You got your hair in a bun. You watching this crazy lady. And you're wanting guidance. And that's like, this is what it's giving me. It's like, trust your heart. Stop rejecting everything that comes from within. This is like an energy of having no choice but to heal that part of yourself that feels that you are not to be trusted. You do not trust your own intuition or guidance, or you've been hurt so bad in the past that you're like, I'll go it alone before I'll go with somebody else. I can, at least I know I can build I can get up the ladder. Some other dumbass that might be following along might not be able to get up the damn ladder. Maybe they don't know how to put one foot in front of the other. I don't know. They've never seen a ladder. I can, at least I know I can get up the ladder. I'll just do it by myself. Screw it. Just stand up here at the top of the hill right by myself. It's not satisfying up there by yourself. And you do know the way out of this. But it does come from leading with your heart and not from the pains and the bad things that have happened to you in the past. I don't get anything I want. Woe is me. My life is miserable. I'm pissed off. You don't have to claim it. You don't have to. This is being called out. Wait a minute. Why don't you take a sit down, take a minute and realize how far you've come? Realize what kind of a strong ass motherfucker you are, and realize you've gotten yourself through this whole life so far. And if you can do that, then how can you not trust your own instincts? Because clearly, at least you're still standing. Otherwise, you would have been freaking dead, man. You might feel like, well, you know what? Sometimes I'd rather be. That's not true. Sometimes you just rather be able to feel comfortable and be happy. Comfortability is what we're looking for. To no longer struggle, to trust ourselves, to feel comfortable in our own skin. This is saying what you put into it is exactly what you get out. And if you go in at Knight of Swords, raging thoughts, you get out the same damn thing. You got a bunch of drama come out of it. It's like coming together with yourself and going, hey, you know what? That's right. You are cool. Bitch, I remember you from way back when we were in the womb. You are cool. Let's dap that shit up. Okay, let's do this thing. Like you and your higher self are all good. Like you guys have the tools. It's just you keep getting stuck in these cycles. It's like, stop the cycle. Stop. It's time to realize it's a realization. It's an Ace of Swords clarification. Boom. I've been on this cycle for a hot minute. Do I really want to do this again? I know the way out. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Sagittarius. You know the way out, but it's going to be having to do with connecting with your heart space, which means you're going to have to flip that Queen of Cups in the upright. You're going to have to trust your inner guidance, your inner compass, here and here. These two things working together, not your brain. Come on, let's be like, let me be clear here. We're not talking about this fucker that goes overtime. All the things you can't do. We're talking about like your guidance, your inner guidance, your intuition, and your heart that tells you, okay, this is going to feel the best if you step in this direction. So it's just about trusting yourself and letting go of all that shit. You have held on to some negative beliefs, and so much so that you have literally protected these negative beliefs from everything. You won't let them go you will not let them go. You hold on to them so tight, and it's like, no, Sagittarius, let go. That's the reason why you stay on the cycle. You keep holding on to the negative side of this. That's the problem. That's the cycle. You and only you can change this thing. You and only you can get off that cycle. You do not have to Wheel of Fortune, Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles. You don't. And then with that Justice, Wheel of Fortune and Four of Pentacles is like saying you always have to live in lack. That's like saying you always have to hold on to these negative things, these negative processes that happened. That means that you literally plan every step from this negative place, and you protect those negative beliefs with everything in you, but they don't do anything for you. This is realization, clarification, boom, epiphany. I don't need them anymore. 2025 is going to be a year where you find out you do not need the negative shit anymore. You're going to come to a major realization. You're going to hear the way you talk to yourself, because it's very kind of like, it keeps you in a place of feeling like you don't have what you need, Sagittarius. This mental nonstop running the wheel with I'm not good enough keeps you in a place of going, yep, I'm not good enough. My past has shown me, and now my mind keeps telling me over and over again. So you know what? It's right. I'm not good enough. No, it's not right. It's not. That was not accurate. My loves, that was not accurate. Gemini is 2135 if you wanted to go back, Empress of Air and Fire. And then Cancer is 3242. So now it's a matter of, when do you walk away from those old beliefs? When do you go, you know what? These never did get me anywhere. You know, those cups aren't even full. There's barely anything in those fuckers. They never did get me anywhere. Let me just go ahead and hate. I'm going to take off. I'm going to go to where I can have the most fun and be the happiest. That's my choice. That's my choice. To give to myself, to give to my connections, to give to my happiness. That's my choice. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. That is what you're going to be looking at for 2025. That is going to, honestly, if you can stop being afraid of how your heart leads you, because you at once thought you were following your heart. You weren't following your heart. You were following this. I don't want to say it was like you weren't seeing the truth of a situation, and you followed it. And when you followed it, you got really hurt by it, and maybe multiple situations. And because of that, Sagittarius, you said, I can't trust myself anymore. You can trust yourself. You do know the way out of this situation. You have to be okay with letting go of the decisions that were made in the past, and knowing, and just knowing yourself, going, I know me. I've learned a lot. My hair is different, Novaline. Capricorn, 143, 30. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. What is the energy that Capricorn needs to work on or embody? Actually, no, we need to tell me what Capricorn needs to work on when it comes to making 2025 their best year. How can they make 2025 their best year? What is it that we need to focus on? What does Capricorn need to focus on? What does Capricorn need to focus on? Accepting what is, the act of acceptance, accepting and not trying to force, being okay with how things turn out, accepting what is, Capricorn, being okay with exactly what is there available to you right in your face. The fact that you can't change what has happened, and here we are, it's like it's saying, okay, here we are, now where do we go from here? Blessings to you too, Empress of Air and Fire. Nice, I love it. I love it. Oh, I love it. All right, for Capricorn, what energy can they work on to get to the best place in 2025? How can they, what energies can they work on to get to the best place in 2025? Okay. This is telling you that you haven't taken everything that you wanted to take, or you haven't done everything you wanted to do because you were afraid that somehow either you weren't worthy of taking it all. There was a fear of having everything, Capricorn, a fear of having it all. I'm getting a fear of saying, well, you know what? I know I'm worth this much, but I don't think I'm worth this much. And because of that, you can only expect to get so much. Justice card. Well, honey, you've told the universe, well, I'm not really worth all of this, so I'll only take this. But also it's saying that something happens, and because it happens, you get afraid and constantly worried that it's also going to happen again. That with that accept what is, saying it's okay that what has happened has happened. Okay, it was there for a lesson. It wasn't meant to tear your world apart. Just a lesson. Not anything to hurt you or harm you. Actually, something to take you to your very best place. So what this is saying is if you can accept exactly how things are as what they are now, like I can't go back and change them. Here we are. Start doing your best to make your next step better, even if you're not sure exactly where you're stepping, because you might feel like moon card. I don't know not everything is illuminated to me. It doesn't have to be. You don't need to know every single thing up front. Accept what you have now and use it to take your next step forward. Not being so worried about what you don't have. It's like, I don't have this, I don't have that. It's like this constant worry about what you don't have creates this lack mindset, and it creates this feeling of not being happy with your current situation. This is saying, wait a minute, where's your gratitude? And why aren't you understanding you brought yourself here? So now, as long as you can accept that, okay, I brought myself here, I made these decisions, here I am. What do we do? Jacob, not tonight. What do we do to change that energy? We don't have to sit. Now we can accept what has happened, and that's fine, but we don't have to stay stuck in it. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't have to stay stuck, Capricorn. It's okay to go, okay, well, this happened and I understand it. I made these decisions and here I am. How can I change the outcome of the next situation? How can I work? What can I do? What can I take out of what has happened currently and make my next step better? It's like where the path of least resistance is accepting what you have in front of you and working from there. It's giving working from, it's like it's a sense of battling. There's so much battle. You don't have to actually fight anything. That's the thing. You don't have to fight anything. It's talking about what you put into situations being exactly what you get out. And I know we've talked about this a lot tonight. But it's saying, okay, so here we are. These are my circumstances. I know you did, Jacob. It's okay. But just tonight's one of those nights. It's a spiritual night. I don't know. I'm on one of those. I'm on that shit. Yeah, this is talking about not fighting or battling against what your current situation is. Scheming and planning and working on changing the situation, not scheming in a negative way, really thinking things through, or not even, because you don't want to overthink it. It's like really feeling things through, because I'm seeing the Seven of Swords and the Moon, and I'm saying intuitively knowing what to take and what to leave behind, because that's what it's getting me. It's saying trust your intuition to know. I did Sagittarius. Sagittarius was at 131.10. 131.10. This is saying to use that intuitive knowledge to take what you need to get to the next step and leave behind what others may need. It's like, don't take it all. Other people, and you'll know that. You'll be able to trust that, and you'll be able to make steps from that, trusting that guidance. It's almost like trusting in Capricorn. This would make a lot of sense for you. Earth, the earth energy, the earth, like all earth elements, to me, the moon would still be an earth element, because it's kind of like a planet. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of energy to me in this reading. It feels like the sun, the moon, the earth. It's like very much using those energies, tapping into that natural ability to grab the energy from the earth and from the elements that the earth also embodies, to create your next step and be really like, I don't want to say it's not going to be perfect. It's going to take some time, but you'll start to see that you're gaining, like you'll start to see, oh, I put this in, I get this out. So if I put lack in, I get Four of Cups, misery. But if I put it all in, if I put this, I have everything, I get this Ten of Cups, like full on, full charge, supercharged. It's okay that you are where you are. 2025 is asking you to accept that you are where you are, and use that energy to propel you forward, but using it in such a way that you're so okay with the steps you've taken in the past, regardless of how you feel about them, that when someone even brings them up, you're like, yeah, so, okay. Okay. Oh, wow. That's a big shocker. So-and-so says I did that. Yeah, we all know. We were all there. Okay. We know. It's okay. Like, that won't bother you anymore. It's like, yep, I'm here and this is what it is. But now it's like you're learning how to dive. And this is like your first, not learning how to dive. It just gives me that springboard type energy. Like 2025, you're going to be springing into something different. You're going, okay, here we are. And you're not going to be mad about where you are. You're going to be able to accept it and say, now how do I use what I've had before to continue to move forward in a very prosperous and magical magician way? Knight of Wands, by capturing as much of that childlike energy, that excitement, that creative excitement, that all new thing, that when kids are like, they see new things, they get super excited. This reminds me of like, making a really good meal for yourself, and then you're eating it and you're dancing, like you're standing at the counter, like maybe if you have a kitchen with one of those islands, you're standing there taking bites of the food that you just made, and you're just like dancing around, like, yeah. It's like creation, and you're excited. You're like, oh my God, look at where I'm going. I'm so happy that I'm here, because from here, I've got a springboard into my next best thing for myself. That's what I'm getting. Definitely Knight of Wands with the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, whoa. Booyah, Capricorn. We're talking about springboarding off into some major exciting energy. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. That's like supercharged, abundant energy. That's like saying we're using every seed. I've saved these seeds all year long, and I'm planting them right at the beginning of 2025. And you plant them suckers and they freaking grow. Like out of control to way more than you ever thought they could. And you're like, wow, I did that. And then you'll be grateful for where you started, because you know that it was necessary in order to get where you are, or when you realize this in 2025, you're going to be like, yep, I had to start there. I had to, and I'm glad I did. All right. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's find out what energies you need to work on and embody more to. Now we want to know, what can Aquarius do? What energy does Aquarius need to work on, or at least examine, to have their best year in 2025? Tell me how Aquarius can have their absolute best 2025. How can Aquarius make the most of 2025, get as far as possible in 2025? Explain this to me, please. All right. Aquarius, 2025, what energy do we need to work on the most? When I see this Get Lost card for Aquarius, it makes me feel like Aquarius has a tendency to get stuck in thought processes, in logical places. It's talking about getting lost. It's talking about letting your imagination take you to any place. It's saying it's okay to let your imagination run free. You don't always have to be stuck in this one certain place, Aquarius. It's like getting lost in the best way. Like not putting expectations necessarily on any outcome, but saying whatever happens is great, and imagining like even more than you thought you could imagine before. It's saying that don't limit yourself. It's like, don't limit yourself. Your imagination, listen, the sky's the limit. And that's not even there's no limit. There is no limit. That's the thing. So it's like getting lost in that imagination and letting it fly and flow freely is going to be your best bet here for 2025, Aquarius, to get your 10 of Cups, to get your ultimate happiness, to get to be that place. Really awesome, Jacob. That's awesome. Yeah, this is saying to fall into the imagination part of yourself, to not stay so stuck on logical places. It's like, well, I know the next logical step is blah blah blah. No, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Let your imagination run the show, and you'll find out that the next logical place may be completely illogical, but it's perfectly aligned for you. It might not make sense for any other person, right? It's okay though. Let your imagination run wild. You want the 10 of Cups, you want that ultimate happiness. Well, it's time for you to let your imagination create your universe. It feels like in 2025, the need to work with the energy around you as best as you can to create that next step, especially when it comes to like spiritual and intuitive knowledge. It's saying don't stay so stuck. Don't stay so stuck and rigid. Fixed sign Aquarius. Do not stay so stuck and rigid. And I've had people comment that I'm so sick of people saying that Aquariuses are rigid or that they're not open to certain shits. Listen, I'm a fucking Aquarius. We are not open to a lot of stuff. We get very locked in our heads. We don't let our imaginations take the reins. We tend to like be very logical, overthink the shit out of stuff, not be very open with our emotions. Even though we're very emotional people, Aquariuses are emotional people. We're the water bearer, okay? We're an air sign, but we are the water bearer. So it's like, that we try to do things without using our emotions so much, because emotions are fleeting and they change. And for Aquarius, yes, we may be the emotional bearer, like we may be able to give emotion, but for ourselves, we have a hard time like keeping it for ourselves, or we don't like to let emotions take the reins, because that can get really crazy. And this is talking about letting not your emotions take the reins here, but letting your imagination and your emotions. It's almost like a coexistence, a working together of using all that you can use to create some type of, what I'm seeing is a rebirth for Aquarius in 2025. I'm seeing don't get stuck with that Hanged Man in reverse and not want to alter your perspective. There's a sense of you know, the Hanged Man in reverse, not wanting to let the imagination get the better of us, right? Not wanting to fall into that, oh, well, I'm daydreaming type energy. No, you need to daydream to change and transform the energy. The Emperor is using, they're literally making, what is that? Like an energy cube is what he's making, right? So this is saying, okay, take that. This is the imagination. This is Emperor has used his imagination to create this cube. I don't know what he's doing with it, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because the most important part of this is like, it's like a coexistence, a co-creation with the universe, using your imagination to co-create and make something. The Emperor came up with this cube. Whatever he's going to use it for is his business, because the Emperor is very decisive and he knows exactly what he's making something, because he knows he's going to use it for something important. But he's also let his imagination take him to the place where he could figure out how to create this thing. So it's time to stop being stuck thinking you know everything, Aquarius. The I know sign. I know. Well, if you knew, boo-boo, if you knew. And Aquarius are incredibly intelligent, and they do know. But even though they're the water bearer, they have the hardest time connecting their emotions to their own physical reality. And also that they'll, you know, I would say Aquarius is an imaginative person or imaginative sign, but there's something about their logistical or logical part of themselves that says, even though they're imaginative, maybe they wonder, is that actually accurate? This is saying, yes, it's accurate. Yes, it is. Yes, you are creating change. See, 15, 1 and 5, 1, creation, 5, change, creating change. Use your imagination to create change, Aquarius. That's what we're talking about here. You have many options here. Let your imagination run wild, and then snatch one of those options and just do something with it. You don't have to know exactly where it's going to go. It's okay. As long as you're co-creating with the universe and leading with your heart. There's something about being able to balance practicality with emotional stability or emotionality, or I don't know if that's even a word, but practicality and emotional behavior. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can be practically emotional, or you can be practical in your emotional state. It's like you can still use your heart to guide you to the next step that will actually be abundant and produce something. The seed can be planted. You don't have to just, Aquarius get so stuck in thinking, overthinking, thinking to death, everything. This is saying, let your imagination run wild, and I bet you will find the missing piece to the puzzle. Keep working, Aquarius. You're on your way to finding the missing piece to the puzzle. There's a sense of you getting stuck in this Hanged Man in reverse, 3 of Swords. Well, everything's going to hurt no matter what, so I might as well just stick to what I know. No. Time to do a deep dive for yourself, Aquarius. 2025 is asking you to do a deep dive, to really take a look in there. Take a flashlight and really get a good look at what you actually want to create. Peep that shit. Put a spotlight on that shit. Transform that energy, transmute that energy I can't make it happen to. See, Aquariuses are really independent, super analytical, though. That's kind of the problem, is the analytical part. It's saying your imagination, it's okay to let it run wild. The High Priestess, you're connected already to that other side, so run with it. High Priestess and the Moon here. Come on, justice and the 4 of Pentacles, which gives me High Priestess is saying you can make anything happen. What you put into it is what you get out with that Justice card. Here we go. What are you holding on to, though, that's keeping you locked into a place of saying, I can't make it happen? That doesn't seem logical. I don't see how those steps would work. That seems ridiculous. No, it's not ridiculous, Aquarius. So stop overthinking everything. Know that you can use your imagination to create your every next step, and it's okay. And even if it doesn't work out, well, then so what? Okay, you went down that road, it didn't work out, we close that chapter, we go to another one. What's the next step? They're saying there's so many options for you. You can pick any one of them and get lost in them and enjoy them. That was the point of this thing, to see all those things. This lady's like, I don't even know what to pick. Well, don't worry about it. Eeny, meeny, miny. There you go. That's the one. And you go with that one until you run that out. And then you go right to the next one. You were meant to be here creating experiences and different types of things. And that's why we're here. It's physical. It's like we get to use that spiritual magic in a physical way, and like bada boom, bada bing. You know what I'm saying? And here we are, Aquarius. So no more logicals. Okay, we're getting out of that shit. We're moving up to the spiritual and imaginative type of energy that will literally change your life. Let your imagination run wild. It was meant to run wild. It needs to run wild so that you can create your highest and best, most abundant outcome and life possible. All right, so let's go to Pisces. Pisces at 2:05:15. Pisces. All right, Pisces, what is the energy that my lovely Pisces, my fishies, my little fishies need to hear? What is the energy they need to work on to get the most out of 2025? What does Pisces need to work on to get the absolute most out of 2025? How does Pisces what energy do they need to work on to get to their highest and best and most abundant, exciting outcome for 2025? Well, we got two, and we'll take a little bit of both. You are enough, Pisces, and listen to your inner child because it has something to say. And I'm going to take them both because they came out so smoothly and effortlessly that I feel like they're needed. Pisces, you're enough. You do not have to give every single inch and ounce of yourself to be considered enough. You are abundant and amazing and a beautiful being all by yourself without giving a single thing to anyone. You are and were and always were going to be and always will be born perfect. There is a sense of you feeling like you're not enough. And in that lack of, like, I'm not good enough, you also have forgotten to listen to your inner child. And your inner child has something to say to you. So 2025, and it's funny, we're talking about 2025, and this is saying listen to your inner child, and the number 25. 38. Well, first of all, creating with the 3, creating the 8, something it's like you're going through a lesson that was like what is that? You were always going to learn this lesson, or this is something that you maybe had to have worked on lifetimes in a row or something like that. And then 25, this is how do you co-create and make change? But also 25 breaks down to a 7, and by the way, 38 brings down to an 11. So this is divine energy, divine guidance, saying you are enough divinely. At the divine spirit, the divine energy is saying you are enough just the way you are. 25 breaks down to a 7. Emotional, this is saying that there's emotions that your inner child needs to express. There's something about stifling. There's something about stifling energies that may create not create. I don't want to say create a problem, but in a way I want to say create a problem. So in 2025, you're being called to listen, to slow down and listen, because the inner child, inside you, the true spirit, soul of yourself is trying to tell you something. Maybe it's just trying to tell you, hey, listen, I know when you were a child, you felt like you were not enough, but you are enough. You are everything. Everything that you are is perfect here. So tell me about this energy for Pisces for the year 2025. There's something popping out here. Okay, so the 9 of Swords is, I'm going to take it as it's the only card that's up right here. 9 of Swords is this stress. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I've never been good enough. It's been like this my whole life. Your expectations. This is talking about what you expect. This is saying that if you could heal this overstressed thinking, like worrying so much, I'm not enough, and not listening to that inner child, that inner guidance, is keeping you in a place that's kind of almost gives me like frazzled. I'm having a hard time sleeping. Hey, I'm having a hard time sleeping. I'm frazzled. I'm fried. I don't know what to do. Type energy. When this is saying, listen, your inner child has something to say, it feels like this Four of Swords is saying, hey, what's up, Stephanie? Hey, chill out, calm down, because we have something we want to tell you. If you would just stop letting your mind get the better of you, we could let you know. There's something about something you want to create, Pisces, your own creation, but I feel like you're stuck saying to yourself, I'm not good enough to do this. I'm not good enough to create this. So in 2025, this is you learning how to get through that energy of feeling like you're not good enough to create something, so that you can create something and change your world. This is saying the Knight of Wands and the World card, changing the world, or doing art, like lighting a fire that changes the world or something like that. Knight of Cups. This is talking about, Knight of Cups is definitely gives me a Pisces energy, but not one that you would see outwardly. Pisces is really good at hiding their emotions, even though they're a water sign. They're saying that there's a fear of change. There's a fear of letting go of old cycles because you feel like you'll be abandoned, or you feel you're afraid of loss, or the feeling of loss, without realizing you are abundant, you are enough all by yourself, you are all you need. This has something to do with potentially mother issues or issues from a matriarch in your family that has kept you locked into a place where you feel not good enough. You don't feel like you by yourself is enough of a gift in and of itself. So you have to add something to it. This is saying to be honest with yourself, for crying out loud, to stop. Like you're lying to yourself. This is saying you're lying to yourself by saying you're not good enough. You're letting your this crazy negative energy in your mind get the better of you and tell you something like, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not good enough, you're not enough just by yourself, like that relationship isn't good enough for you, or you're not good enough for that relationship, or you're not good enough for that person, or you can't make that happen. Or it's saying, yes you can, yes you can. Just listen to the guidance. Is there, the guidance is, it wants to tell you. It's like there's something about the truth being spoken so that you can move on from mental chaos and conflict, but being able to be in a place of calm and peace with the Four of Swords to hear what to move on, what to Six of Swords move on from. Page of Swords is going to have something to do with your childhood. There's a sense of something happening in your childhood that's going to come up and be something you're going to have to tackle in 2025. Which is good. And the reason why I say that is because 2025 is a 9-year. And with the 9-year, we're talking about endings of old cycles to bring in new. So this is actually the perfect energy for you to embody right here. With the Hermit card, this is saying that, you know, at some parts, I feel like you get these separation anxiety or a fear of being alone. And I'm seeing you having to tackle that being alone type of energy for some of you, Pisces, that you're going to have to actually go within and actually see where the problem lies. Why do you feel like you can't? Like, why do you feel like you have to be in a relationship? Why do you not realize you're enough all by yourself? And what is the childhood wound that makes you feel this way? Because that's really where it all stems from, something from childhood. Something that that you maybe overlooked or weren't, you know, or have overlooked for a very long time. King of Pentacles, kind of ignoring it and focusing on everything else. But we're taking it back. Page of Coins, now we have to step back. Page of Coins, Page of Swords, we have to really take a look back at the things, the issues, the obstacles that have put us on the path that we're on, that have made us feel like we are not good enough all by ourselves. And Eight of Wands to change the energy. Eight of Wands is something happening quickly. Something happening extremely quickly, like something It's like to finally see it, call it out, judgment card, call it out, page of wands. And like it's something about calling it out. And almost with all these pages, I'm getting all this appreciation for what and who you are regardless. I'm seeing like judgment cards saying, okay, you know what, Pisces, page of wands, like it gives me I still love you, you are enough, let's start this again. It almost gives me this child like, hey, let's do it again. Like it's almost like say two kids get into an argument the day like yesterday, right? And today they meet up, and at first they don't say anything, but 5 seconds later they're like, hey, let's play. And all of a sudden everything's squashed and they just have fun. That's kind of what it's talking about, is saying don't get stuck on the lack, the 5 of coins, the abandonment, because it feels like you're having to focus on your abandonment issues in 2025. You're going to have to come face to face with them, Pisces, and there are abandonment issues, but you are going to work through them. 2025 is going to be the year that you finally end abandonment issues and realize you are enough all by yourself. You do not need anything or anyone to make you more than what you are now. You are perfect. You are a shining light. And I feel like 2025 is going to be the year that you have no choice but to remove any of those. I am not good enough by myself. I have to have a partner. I have to be in a relationship. Like I'm just going to ignore the feelings, like that inner child kind of, like those things pop up and you're like, no, sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. That's not going to happen. In 2025, you're going to have to look at them. They're going to be laid out on table for you, but not in a negative way, in a way where you can actually really change the energy, tackle them one by one and go, okay, boom, 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 skyrocket yourself. You know what I mean? Propel yourself forward. Anyway, that is what I have for you guys for this reading, for this all 12. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Man, I was called to do some spiritual shit today. I could not shake it. Like I've had a crazy day. I don't know if it's just in the energy. I don't know if anyone else has felt it, but it is one of those days where I've had to come face to face with a lot of insane energies, and I like it. And it's also a little bit overwhelming at the same time. But anyway, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I will see you in the next one. Everything will be time-stamped in the comment section below. And if you would like a personal reading, that information is in the description box. Please hit the thumbs up. Please, yes, hit the like, hit the subscribe, join the family. And yeah, let's do this damn thing. All right. Happy New Year's, everybody. Thank you so much, Sue. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, everybody that's here. Stephanie, all of you. I know there's so many, I can't name them all, but Jacob, Love and Light. I don't know who else here. Novalee. I don't know. Empress of Air and Fire, maybe here. Trent, all of you. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I hope you have the best New Year's Eve ever.